It's 7 o'clock, to call the meeting to order. The location of the fire exit doorways on either end of the hallway case emergency. The AED machine is hanging on the wall directly across from that door. Please turn off all cell phone and pagers. Clerk, please take the roll call.
Carol Lot.
Here.
Rocky Ellsworth.
Here.
Norman Vaz.
Here.
Ed Hay.
Here.
Jonathan Goldberg.
Here. Give you a minute to look at the minutes of August 21st, 2023. Any corrections or additions?
Make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second. Motion made by Eddie Hayes, second by Rocky Ellsworth to approve the minutes as presented of August 21st, 2023. Will the clerk please poll the vote?
Carol Lot.
Abstain.
Rocky Ellsworth.
Aye.
Norman Vaz.
Aye.
Ed Hay.
Aye.
Jonathan Goldberg.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, at this point in time, open up for public hearings. Would you please show a proof of publications? Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, Laura Spulte. Would you like to tell the board what you would hopefully like to do?
Sure, thank you. I would like to build, a mother-in-law apartment on the back of my house. Possible?
Right, now you're the young lady with a couple
Yeah, my kids,
of youngsters.
my 16-year-olds are 16 and they both have autism and they won't, be able to be out on their own. So I'm hoping to build apartments for them in the back so that I can support them while they grow to little adults.
Would it be, would you match it up as best you could to the existing structure?
Yes, absolutely. And we're gonna redo the siding just to make sure it's all together.
Okay, is there any questions from any board members? At this point in time, I'll open up for a public hearing. Anyone wishing to speak for or against this proposal, please give your name and address. Okay, at this point in time, I don't hear anyone or see anybody. At this point in time, I will close the public hearing. I think this is kind of a case where it is very much needed, in my opinion, because today's care factors are not very good. So just something to think about. Any other questions on the board as to what to do? There were no neighbors that said anything. It is in a commercial area. Okay, at this point in time, I'll go through our criteria. Number one, whether an undesirable change will be produced in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties will be created by the granting of the area variance. Number two, whether benefits sought by the applicant can be achieved by some feasible method other than an area variance. There is no other.
There's no other.
Whether the requested area variance is substantial.
Not in that location.
Okay, the buildings are next to apartment. That would be a no. Number 4, whether proposed area variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood district.
That's it.
It's a no. Okay? Last one, number 5, whether the alleged difficulty was self-created, which consideration shall be relevant to the decision of the zoning board of appeals, but shall not necessarily preclude the granting of the area variance.
Yes, she wants it, so.
So that would be a yes. Okay.
I make a motion, the application of Laura Salty, property at 2898 Roosevelt Highway. A variance from Town Code 520-19B2C for a 14.4 foot rear setback variance. The code requires 30 feet, and the addition's gonna be 15 foot 6 inches off, 15.6 feet off of the property line. Also, relief from Town Code 520-19B1B for lot depth of 132 feet, where the code requires a minimum lot depth of 200 feet. This is a pre-existing lot, so it's a 68-foot variance. This is in the commercial general business zoning district. It's a type 2 seeker. We've gone over the 5 criteria. No negative comments and no comments in the public hearing.
Motion made by Eddie Hay, second by Jonathan Volker to approve the application for area variance for variances needed for Lower Spalty 2898 Roosevelt Highway, addition to the rear of her house for the keeping of 2 children that have some problems. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Carol Ross.
Aye.
Rocky Ellsworth.
Aye.
Norman Vaz.
Aye.
Ed Hay.
Aye.
Jonathan Volker.
Aye.
Carrie, hey, you're all set so far.
Thank you so much.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you. We come back next in 2 weeks, yes?
The planning board? Planning board.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, now we'll move down to Nathan Pacelli.
I'm Morgan Pacelli.
You represent him? Okay, would you like to tell the board what the problem is?
Back during COVID in 2019, we decided we wanted to build to extend our shed and attach, well, it's not really attached, but it's only held on by a couple bolts, so it doesn't blow away, but a greenhouse attached to our shed so we could teach our young children about growing their own vegetables and sustaining, growing off the earth, everything, so it's also been an educational thing for them. Apparently it's a little bit too long. At the time, we were kind of told or under the impression that the greenhouse did not count towards the square footage because it's not bolted to the floor. So we just are requesting the variance for the extra square feet.
Well, according to code, if the windows would have been plastic, you're fine.
There's some that are,
It's about half and half.
it's, yeah, so,
Because a couple of them are glass, it
Yeah.
throws it into a little bit different.
a little bit more of a structure, yeah. So
Okay.
we're just requesting the extra variance.
How long has it been there roughly?
It started getting built in 2019, so between that and 2019.
Okay. Is there any other questions from the board? We've looked at this.
We were out there again this weekend.
Yes. Okay, at this point in time, open up a public hearing. Anyone wishes to speak for or against this proposal, please give your name and address.
My name's Mark Crane. I'm at 61 or 63 Hillcrest Drive. I don't know, I think she usually takes notes, but I want it to be known that up until that point, we didn't bring any objections to the board until there was going to be chickens and 50 quail. And that's right next to our property. So at that point, we started looking into it and found out that the permit that was issued was illegal, the building is illegal, and the variance is illegal. The distance between that building and my property everything was all illegal. And again, we didn't have any issues with it, and we don't. If there wasn't gonna be chickens and quail there, we wouldn't have any issue.
Let me ask you, are there any there right at this moment?
No,
Okay.
May I say something?
Yes, you may.
The shed that was there when we purchased the house was exactly where it is now. It's just we built it a little bit more out and just a little bit farther in. So it has not moved anywhere closer to the property line. Also, the New York State law is you have to be licensed for 50 quail. That's
Right,
as low as
yeah.
it gets. We never intended on having 50 quail. So I just wanted to put that out
But
there.
the building was there
There was a shed
prior to you
prior
purchasing
to
the
us even
property.
purchasing the house, and it was in the same exact location. And the chickens aren't going to be there. They're going to be on the other side of the property. Also, there's a fence being built right now. So,
Well, at this particular hearing, we're looking at this building.
correct.
Yeah, strictly.
It's got nothing to do with chickens, quail, or anything
I'm
else.
just restricting.
Strictly looking at the building.
The building, the shed prior to this shed was in the
Yes.
same exact location.
No, but did you add on the little addition of the greenhouse?
Yes, so it was a smaller shed. We reduced, reused, recycled pretty much the old shed, and then added new materials to go further into our property and to go back. So it's never gone closer to the property line.
Okay. Okay, anybody else like to say anything for or against?
Well, I'm sure that Mr. Crane would be willing to forget this variance thing if there wasn't gonna be any chickens or quail. I mean, that just, if you ever seen his property, I defy anybody to have a better looking property than him and his wife. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And the thing is what he's concerned with is the fact that they're not gonna keep up with what they're supposed to do with this quail and the chickens, and he's gonna have a mess. And that's really what he's concerned about.
Well, I think when they, just a few minutes ago, chicken and quail has absolutely nothing to do with this hearing. I have one other question I would like to ask. As a neighbor or as a person in this town of Hamlin, how do you know how a person's going to take care of chickens? They don't even have anything yet. So how can you publicly say, golly, they're not gonna take, I mean, I don't know, I can't judge anybody.
You're absolutely right.
So
But
I'm
you know
just- I'm
what?
just asking
I can
how
tell
your
you,
information-
I just wanna tell you something, okay?
Fine,
The thing is it's not the quail. If you look at the property, they had a sign that says no trespassing on it because of the fact of something with the shed. And the thing is I can see, because I've been over to Mr. Crane's a lot, that there's gonna be a problem. There's gonna be a problem with the chickens and quail. I'm just telling
okay,
you,
you're welcome to your opinion.
you're right, I am.
Yes, by the way, I don't remember you giving me your name, I know where you live, but would you please tell the board your name and
My name
address?
is Austin F. Warner. Some call me the third, some call me other things. 717 Martin Road, Hamlin, New York. On the zoning board from 1993 to 1999.
Oh, well,
And then the town supervisor from 2000 to 2006. And you know what I learned from the board when I was on it? I learned compassion, compromise, and communication.
I like the word you use, compassion. I wonder how much compassion is really being used.
I wonder too after you vote.
I don't really understand what you call compassion,
There's a lot of things with compassion.
but I want to reiterate one statement, I'm only gonna make it the last time.
The shed, you don't have to. I can completely hear it.
Okay,
Yeah.
this has nothing to do with chickens, I'm sorry it doesn't, it's a matter on zoning all by itself. I'm going by the law.
No, I know. And who granted the variance? The building inspector.
No, she didn't. This board granted the variance.
No, the first, did she, put it up for approving it?
Put what up?
The building permit.
The building permit? Didn't she sign the building permit?
No, that was revoked, and the fire marshal issued a new building permit. That was taken care of. That first building permit was revoked. Everything has been taken care of. Anything that was supposed to be not signed by her was revoked and done properly.
Except for this, which is the size of the,
What do you
and
mean, except for this?
except for the size of the shed.
She has nothing to do with it. That's why she's not even in the room. She has nothing to do with the size of the shed. They applied to the town to get a variance. Correct?
After it was built, yeah.
Correct. They applied to the town to get a variance because it's too big. They did the proper thing. The board is addressing that now.
And it's too close. You can measure it.
I don't know, I'm not on the
Okay.
property. I'm just saying, anything that was done improperly has been revoked and corrected. The town is doing everything properly.
I don't know how they can say that it's too close, because if you measure it, unless you come onto my property again, which is why there are signs, which we have video, okay? Doesn't matter. The shed is within proper distance of the property line. It's been measured.
Is there any further statements made? What we're trying to do is get everything very clear. In other words, the shed was there prior to you purchasing the property,
We just made it a little,
but you added on the greenhouse part.
we made the shed itself a little bit larger
And
by
added,
going in, and then we added the greenhouse.
okay. According to our town official, that's been taken care of.
Correct. Everything has been taken care of.
Any other questions, statements? At this point in time, I will close this public hearing. Okay, board, any further questions as to this particular shed? Partial greenhouse. We've been there a couple, 3 times, I've looked at it, it's, I don't really honestly believe the greenhouse has any, I don't believe even Mark has any problem with that little shed that's sitting there. It backs up to a farmland. It's been there. I don't believe really honestly that's the problem. It's other factors.
Which is normally the case.
Not any further questions, I'm going to read our criteria. Number 1, when an undesirable change will be produced in the character of the neighborhood or detriment to nearby property will be created by the granting of the area variance.
Too big.
What a benefit sought by applicant can be achieved by some feasible method other than an area variance. No.
Not so easy.
Number 3, whether the requested area variance is substantial. No, it's not very, only 38 square
Where's my
feet.
math, right? 16%.
Number 4, whether proposed area variance will have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood district.
Shed's there as well.
Number 5, whether the alleged difficulty was self-created, which consideration should be relevant to the decision of the zoning board of appeals, but shall not necessarily preclude the granting of the area variance.
Yes.
That's probably a yes. Okay, board, any other questions or? Anything else you'd like to change or anything at all, or now's the time?
I'll make a motion for Nathan Shelley, 61 Hillcrest Drive, seeking relief from Town Code 520-31A, for an accessory structure that is 294.32 square feet, where the code states maximum size is 256 square feet. This requires a 38.32 square foot variance. The 5 criteria have been read, gone over. Public hearing has been held and heard from neighbors.
Second.
Motion made by Carl Ross, second by Rocky Ellsworth to approve the application of Nathan Pacelli, 61 Hillcrest Drive, for variance needed for the addition to a shed in the rear of the property. Clerk, please hold the vote.
Oh, I'm the clerk. I'm sorry. Carl, thank you.
Aye.
Rocky,
Aye.
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 Norm, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, you're all set to keep your little shed there. Keep it looking good. Do the best you can. And thank everybody for being here.
It's okay to say no sometimes.
Thank you for your comments. That's what America's about.
That's right.
Okay, now we'll move down to coastal erosion hazard area. Ron and Lisa Balder, Jeff and Lynn Agent. Okay, you. let's see. Oh, you would like to add the deck.
Correct.
Okay, would you like to tell the board what type of deck or how, what?
We're looking at putting a 8-foot by 16-foot flat deck on a piece of property that we both own across the street near the lake. Basically just for sitting to watch the lake, we do it for, it's not gonna have no railings or anything like that, it's just almost ground level.
Okay, what would it say on, just like?
Oh, we've set on, lots of
Yeah,
people's pictures, yeah. Lots, or we put just casual, there's no foundation or anything like that.
Is there any questions? I mean, it's just a, what would it be, pressure treated wood, correct?
Yes.
And at this point in time, it's mostly just grass.
Dirt right
Dirt,
now.
grass.
It will be grass. They
Yeah,
brought
it
in
will
some
be
dirt and
grass.
seeded it.
Right.
How did that dirt hold up when it rained? Pretty good?
So far.
Yeah. They're hoping the seeding grows
Yeah.
fast.
Any other questions from the board? It's,
We were talking, Cheryl, we were talking to him Saturday, you had to move it back with the setback from the
I did
rock
have
river.
moved back and setback, yes.
That's what we saw
Yeah.
you Saturday.
Yeah,
So setbacks, there's no issues with setbacks.
right, we did 35 feet from the road and 35 feet from water's edge.
Okay. Any other questions? If not,
Where's our seed?
what are you looking for?
Oh, that's state of the read on Sneak House.
I don't do that.
Okay.
So then, that's what you want. Oh, you can.
I make a motion. The application of Ron and Lisa Lawler, Jeff and Lynn Agent, for the property they own at 5758 West Otoma Beach Road, to approve them for a coastal erosion hazard area variance to put a 260 square foot deck, 8 foot by 16 foot, in the lakeside yard that they own. We have the following documents: the letter of introduction, CHA application, a survey, and the photo of the deck.
Motion made by Eddie Hayes, second by Jonathan Volker, to approve the coastal erosion hazardous area variance permit for Ron and Lisa Volker, Jeff and Lynn Agent, 5758 West Westmover Beach Road, for the construction of a small lakeside yard to set out. Clerk, please poll the vote.
Carl Lot.
Aye.
Rocky Ellsworth.
Aye.
Norman Vaz.
Aye.
Ed Hay.
Aye.
Jonathan Goldberg.
Carried. Okay,
Thank you.
Gerald Camella.
So we're just, gonna put up a greenhouse to replace a shed that's already in the same location, to destroy the shed. And, it's a greenhouse kit from Costco. So it's all in the boxes still, and my wife wants it.
That's a good reason, isn't
Yeah.
So the difficulty's self-created.
it? Yeah. four there now. Any going to be removed?
Well, it's not really four, let's see, is it three that there? You get, number two is a pile of sandbags that I never used.
Oh, okay. All right.
I apologize, I thought it was a shed.
Number one is it's a lean-to that, it's not really, yeah, that's what I'm gonna destroy.
Okay.
And then the little barn is number four, and number three is another little barn. That's a shed.
Okay. Well, we can schedule you for a public hearing
Okay,
if you would like to do it.
schedule me, you can do it now?
No, not now,
Oh.
but we'll make the motion to schedule, it would be next month.
Oh, okay,
That's the quickest I can do it.
you have to do that?
In
Nobody
order to get
objects.
an area variance, yes, you have to go
Oh,
through
okay, all right.
public hearing, that's
Is there gonna be any other cost for that?
$75.
Oh, but nothing for this?
No,
Oh, okay, good.
oh, heck, this is all free.
This is-
It's free.
You know how everything.
Well, thank you
is
for your
country now
time.
is free. No, we can do that, we can.
Okay, all right, whatever I gotta do. My wife will be happy. She'll write you all, thank you.
Okay, that's the quickest we can do it.
All right. We're on vacation till the 2nd of October, so anytime after that. I hope I can get the greenhouse up before winter.
Oh. Okay, not a problem. It'll be the third,
Otherwise, I'll
it'll be the
be,
third Monday of October.
October 16th, I believe.
All right.
Yeah, the weather's gonna be beautiful, that's right, prime harvest time. Right.
All right.
I'll make a motion for Gerald Camilla, to schedule a public hearing on October 16th after 7 o'clock, seeking relief from Town Code 520-31A that has more than one accessory structure at 5889 West Macomb.
Second.
Motion made by Carl Ross, second by Rocky Ellsworth, to schedule a public hearing for Gerald Camilla, 5889 West Waxahoma Beach Road. We need the variance for more than one shed on this property. Clerk, please take the whole vote.
Carl Lot.
Aye.
Rocky Ellsworth.
Aye.
Baz. And Haight.
Aye.
All ayes.
You-
Hey, you're all set, have your $75.
Thank you, sir.
Prior to
Can I pay it tonight?
On
Take it tonight.
Will I take the payment tonight? And what if you cash, check, or card?
Check,
Yes, I will take that tonight.
okay.
on Saturday, October 14th, sometime after 10:30, we come out and look at the properties that there's hearings on. So we'll be down that Saturday. If you could just mark or stake or somehow let us know where the location will be of the
Pick up a sign up with arrows. I'll be home.
Okay.
That's
I'll be waiting for you. What time you coming? You
We'll
want anything to
leave
drink?
here at
How about lunch?
10:30, so it'll depend on our schedule.
10:30.
I'll provide lunch.
Because we,
Around 10:30, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
when,
glad.
when we visited 5758 and talked to those gentlemen, we went down the road to find your location.
Did you find us?
Yes,
All right.
we know where you're located. It was hard to see back behind, but,
Yeah.
so we'll be down the Saturday, the 14th, to
Okay,
see it in person.
sounds good.
Okay. Any questions? You all set?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Move discussion. Maureen, anything from legal department?
No, sir.
Cheryl, anything from building?
No, plugging along, slowing down a little bit, but we're still doing a good quantity of meat for people.
Jennifer, are you hiding in the corner?
I am. Just a couple things. The farmland protection plan is finally moving forward. We did just hire an engineer for that, so. I would assume some of you are on that committee or no?
Yeah, I
Okay.
received a notice from Phil.
Okay, so Phil's gonna start to try to push that ahead now that we have the engineer, so that should be having some meetings scheduled. We do have a public hearing next week on the 27th at 6 o'clock for 3 local laws. One is for, mobile trailers in town. This is like our second or third go around with this. We've gotten a lot of input at our previous public hearings that we've taken into consideration. So this will be our third one, I believe. Artificial lighting is the second one, and the third one is an updated sewer law with the addition of the Lakeshore Sewer District. We had to kind of modify the current sewer law to reflect some of the definitions and changes with the new sewer district. The sewer district is moving along. Hopefully, maybe by the end of the year, we can have some operation on it. The town is gonna hire, we were looking for an outside engineering firm or an outside firm to manage the project, after installation, for any issues, operation and maintenance, really. But we couldn't find a company to do that, so we're advertising for the highway department to get a full-time employee to split between the sewer district and the highway, to do the operation and maintenance on that. We had some end of the year celebrations in town. It went well, the Farm Fest. It was our first annual Farm Fest, which was well attended for the first
I
event. So
thought it was
hopefully,
good, yeah, it went very well.
yeah, hopefully that'll just grow. We're, getting in that budget time to do our budget for next year, so that's gonna be a big focus with a lot of meetings coming up.
Very good, good job, Jennifer. Other than that,
Barring any further business, I will be adjourned, so.
Second, aye.
I
Aye.
Aye.